welcome into the latest edition of the SAU Volleyball Coaches Show. I'm Daniel Gallegos, joined alongside head volleyball coach Stephen Grimm. And Coach, we've reached the point of the year where we are in the conference tournament. Your Lady Mule Rider volleyball team closed out the year, the last week of the regular season, very strongly. Pick up a 3-0 win against Arkansas Monticello, and then you cap off your regular season with really one of the probably the better matches I think that you guys have played all year, at least in terms of intensity and resolve. Coming back with the 3-2 win over Arkansas Tech. They're your opponents here in the first round of this tournament. How much do you think that 3-2 win closing out the regular season benefits you going into the conference tournament?
Well, I think it benefits us a lot because, you know, when you're playing a quality opponent such as Tech, you know, confidence is always an issue, especially the way we're playing prior to last week. Last week really did a good job with the Monticello match and the Tech match in building our confidence, and we think that will just carry over into the match on Thursday.
You know, about a month and a half ago, we were sitting here talking, and you guys were right there tied for second place. You were playing some good volleyball, and then about a 2 to 3 week stretch, you guys kind of were trending backwards, hit a little bit of a funk. But the last week again of the season, you guys seem to have turned it around. Do you think that that's past you, and you guys are back to playing quality volleyball?
I think so. I think that they see that we can do this now. We got the confidence back, as we mentioned. The win over Monticello was great to propel us into Tech's match, and I think the Tech match will also propel us in the match on Thursday. It was just a confidence thing. We were right there in the thick of things. We just couldn't get that third win, and now we've done the last two matches and played very well, and I think that'll carry over.
The conference tournament for the first time this year in the GAC, it's going to be played at a neutral site. The first couple of years were played at host schools, #1 seed in the regular season. Is that you know, a benefit to all the teams that it's now going to be at a neutral site, this tournament being played at Hot Springs in the Summit Arena?
Oh, I think so. I've been calling for a neutral site ever since I got into the conference. Kids, when you play at another team's site, it just feels like another game or another tournament. When you go to a neutral site, it feels like you've arrived at the show, and it builds confidence in your players. It feels like they're appreciated for what they do. Not only our team but other teams there. It feels like a regular NCAA tournament, and that's what we want. We want that feeling, and we think that'll build confidence when we play.
You know, the close of the regular season in the GAC, really from spots 3 all the way down to 7, where your Lady Mule Riders will enter the tournament, were within almost a game of one another, and so there was a lot of tiebreaker scenarios that could have went into play. But that speaks to how competitive I think the Great American Conference is, and even some of the top 2 teams. Obviously, you guys beating #2 seed Arkansas Tech at the end of the year is indicative of that. But do you think this is a wide open tournament as it appears the way it played out during the regular season?
Oh, I think so. I think the parity in this conference is so big. I think anybody can beat anybody on any given night. It just depends on who shows up. The Tech game on Thursday is a prime example. We've had some other upsets in the conference. As you said, everybody's pretty close to each other. We finished 7th due to tiebreakers. We could have very easily finished 3rd or 4th or 5th in that slew. So we feel that, you know, going into the tournament, we can play with anybody, and so do other teams in the conference because of that parity.
What do you think will be one of the keys for you guys in the first round of your tournament, again, a matchup with Arkansas Tech? We
have to repeat that intensity we had on Thursday. The players came out, as I quoted scripture yesterday in practice, we came in one mind, one accord. Everybody was contributing. We served tough. We moved the ball around. Cammie Martin had 12 kills from the right side. That's very rare for a lot of teams. We finally got her going, and we just opened up a lot of avenues there. We've got to continue doing that. We've got to have a high intensity with our defense. We also have to also push the ball and get the ball to our hitters as quick as possible, so that we can get the block, beat the block before it gets hit. So there's a lot of different things. We just got to repeat what we did on Thursday. We'll be just fine.
Well, thank you very much for your time. Again, the Lady Mule Riders will be in their first round matchup at the Great American Conference Tournament. It'll be this upcoming Thursday. 2:30 p.m. is the scheduled start time for that match. Of course, it's the second match of the day, so the time may be a little different by the time it gets to that. But you can check greatamericanconference.com and look under the volleyball page for their tournament central. Get all your live links, live video again, and it'll be covered on the GAC Sports Network, so you can watch the live video with commentary as well. Coach Grimm, best of luck in the tournament, and we hope for success for you guys.
Thank you very much.